Hello, loves. Welcome to today's class. Today we are going to close out the week with a super relaxing Yin Yoga sequence that is intended for relaxation or to do before bed to get you prepared for a restful night's sleep. So we only have 5 poses total that we will be holding for time and just diving deep into peace and relaxation so that we can sleep well and heal our bodies, minds, and spirits. So we'll go straight into the sequence, and I will be explaining a bit about Yin and the practice for those of you who are new to the Yin practice. If you don't already, please grab some pillows or props. We will be using a bolster if you have one at home, or a stack of pillows. So grabbing your prop, I'm going to be starting in heart melting pose today. So optional to bring a prop if you need to bring the floor higher, but we're essentially coming onto our knees. So hips or knees are about hip width distance apart. From here, walking the hands forward, bringing the forehead down to the mat. So again, if this is too intense for you, you can always bring the floor higher by bringing a prop here, resting forehead on the prop, or just going down onto the mat. And we then will hold for time. So settling into Anahata, heart-melting pose. We'll take a deep breath in through the nose and release with a long, audible sigh. One more deep breath in through the nose. Release with a sigh. I'm just taking a moment to arrive on your mat today. Body, mind, and spirit. Setting the intention to be present through your practice today. Always returning to the breath if you find that the mind wanders into the past or the future, guiding it back with your breath as we hold the poses for time. So Yin Yoga is very different from our typical vinyasa flow or asana movement practice in that we resolve to hold still. So in Yin Yoga, we come into the pose, finding our comfortable edge, resolve to hold still, and then we hold for an extended period of time. Poses can be held for average of 3 to 5 minutes in each pose. And the intention of the holding is to surrender and not contract the muscle. So surrendering into the pose in order to target the joints, the connective tissues. We're going beyond the muscle in Yin Yoga. And the intention is to activate the synovial fluid in the joints, which decreases with time as we age. So by bringing blood flow and activating synovial fluid, we can improve our flexibility, improve our mobility, and get a deep, deep stretch. So as we hold for time in each pose, really focusing on the release, on letting go of any contracted muscles, any tightness or tension in the body, and allow the ground and the props to support you. And as always, returning to the breath if you find your mind wandering. There are many different techniques and mindfulness tools we can use with the breath. You can bring a count to the breath, counting the inhales, matching the count on the exhales. You can envision a color and inhale that color, say the color blue, inhaling it through the nose, all the way down the spine, and then all the way back, up and out. You can repeat a mantra like Om or So Hum on the inhales and the exhales, connecting to the vibration of the mantra, of the chant. Or you can use this time for self-reflection. Focusing on the energy of release. What can you let go in your life that is no longer serving you? Could be people, places, foods, unhealthy habits, anything that's getting in the way of your vibration. Anything that lowers your vibration or takes away from your energy. And only you know what those things are. And then using our Yin Yoga practice on our mats. As a practice, tapping into the power and wisdom of the breath, allowing the breath to get us to the other side of the pose. So it is often we may feel some discomfort or that uncomfortable edge as we hold for time. So letting the breath guide us to the other side, keeping peace, calm, even when we feel uncomfortable. On the inhale, we'll very, very slowly use the arms to press ourselves back up, keeping eyes closed. Here, we're going to shift back into child's pose as our next pose. So heels are together, knees are apart. And again, from here, you can use unsupported, or you can grab a prop if you need to bring the ground closer. So for child's pose, we shift the weight back to the heels, knees are separated, and we walk the arms in front of us. Again, option to use props or pillows to support us in softening. We'll take a deep inhale through the nose and release an audible sigh. Allowing yourself to settle into the pose, and we will hold for time. So keeping your eyes closed for the majority of class, with the exception of between transitions, between the poses. Closing our eyes is a cue to go within. It guides us within and keeps us focused in the present moment, guides us deeper into our truth and into presence. So being here now, allowing your breath to keep you here so that you can maximize your benefit of your yin practice today and receive the beautiful healing energy and benefit of your practice today. In yin, we invite mind, body, and spirit to slow down, to invite peace and calming, and to invite in the power of stillness, the power of silence, and the power of presence. So allowing your breath to breathe you into relaxation, into a peaceful state as we hold for time. Reminder to always return to the breath, a mantra, visualization, or self-reflection. Using this time on your mat and this time of stillness to support you in your healing and in your growth. A few more nourishing rounds of breath here. On the inhale, very slowly, walking yourself up, removing the prop. We're gently going to come onto our seats and just grab the knees and give yourself a big hug, straightening through the spine. Taking a deep breath in through the nose, releasing with a sigh. And then gently coming onto our backs. Coming all the way down onto the back. From here, we're going into reclined twist, starting on the right side. So going to the right side. We'll inhale, feet to the ground. So feet are planted into the ground. We'll tuck the knees into the chest, and then on the exhale, bring them to the right hand side, allowing them to fall either onto your prop for support or all the way down onto the ground for a deeper stretch. We'll inhale the left arm behind us, and gaze follows the extended arm. We'll begin to hold for time. So taking a deep breath in through the nose, releasing with a sigh. Making sure to close the eyes. Bringing awareness, attention, focus, and energy within. Allowing each round of breath to guide you deeper into relaxation. And bringing awareness to the breath. Become the observer of the breath, inhaling through the nose, sending the breath all the way down to the back of the spine, all the way down to the tailbone. And then gently exhaling it back out into the world. So just following that rhythm and that wave of breath all the way down to the base of the tailbone, and then watch and observe as it travels back up and out through the nostrils. So just following the breath, allowing it to keep you present and keep you nourished, keep you still and at peace. Just observing where the mind goes when I silence my voice. Do you go to one of your mindfulness or breathwork techniques to keep you present? Or do you allow the mind to wander to the past or to the future? And observing without judgment, just noticing where you go. Inviting yourself back to this moment, body, mind, and spirit. Maybe scanning the physical body, ensuring that you're releasing any tension or tightness or any contracted muscles. And allowing yourself to relax into this mat, into this moment. And by bringing the mind's eye and awareness to the breath, if you focus just on the breath, there's nowhere else you can be in this moment besides here and now. And then tapping into the heart or energetic body or spirit. And just focusing on the energy of the heart, the energy of love, the peace. And just notice how you're feeling as we invite in stillness and peace. On the inhale, we'll gently bring the knees to center. We'll pull the knees in toward the chest and just rock slightly from back and forth, massaging out the lower back. And from here, inhaling at center, on the exhale, allowing the knees to fall to the left-hand side. So again, option to use support or not. Right arm extends behind gaze, follows the extended arm. We'll take a deep breath in through the nose. Release with a sigh. And if they're not already, closing the eyes and surrendering to the quiet, to the stillness, and to the breath. Remembering to send the breath all the way down to the edge of the tailbone. And observing or watching the waves of breath in and out, the exhales, the inhales, the expansion and contraction. And if you are doing self-reflection and thinking of things that you want to let go of or release, allowing each cycle of breath to facilitate that release for you. As you exhale, allowing that thought, that thing, that belief to exit the body through the exhale. Release the energy from the body, remove the energy from the body, opening up space for things that do serve you, energy that does serve you, for more abundance, love, space, light. Allowing each cycle of breath to guide you deeper into relaxation as you prepare for peace, prepare for sleep. With each inhale, inhaling that sense of peace, inhaling relaxation, inhaling light, and inhaling love. And with each exhale, releasing whatever doesn't serve you, any fear, any doubt, any stress or anxiety. Allow the exhale to release and bring you into a grounded state of peace. And we'll take a few more rounds of nourishing breath here. On the next inhale, gently guiding knees back to center. Well, again, tuck the knees into the chest and just pause here for a moment of stillness. Keeping the eyes closed and breathing in that peaceful and blissful energy. From here, we're going into our legs up the wall pose. So you want to bring your mat to the edge of the wall. And for legs up the wall, we're going to tuck our tailbone or the bottom of our seat all the way up towards the wall. So tucking it in as close as you can. And we'll just release the legs, straightening the legs out onto the wall. Sides in a 90-degree angle. And from here, we will hold for time. We'll take a deep inhale through the nose and release with an audible sigh. One more deep breath in through the nose. Release with a smile. I'm just taking these final minutes and final cycles of breath to receive the benefits of your yin practice. Keeping the eyes closed. I'm just feeling that peaceful, blissful, healing energy travel down from the tips of your toes, all the way down the legs, through the knees, the hips, entering at the root of the tailbone, passing through the womb space, the abdomen, the gut, to the heart, all the way through the throat, through the tips of the fingers and traveling up through the mouth, the nose, the forehead or third eye, and releasing through the crown of the head. And then flowing that peaceful energy back in through the crown of the head, through the face, the throat, the heart, the abdomen, the root or tailbone, sending it back up through the legs, all the way out through the tips of the toes, and then guiding that healing and peaceful energy back down. Just following the vibration that you're feeling up and down the body with each cycle of breath. And allowing each cycle to bring you deeper into stillness. An option to add the color yellow to your observation, to your wave of healing, peaceful energy. Bringing the color yellow in through the crown of your head, past the third eye, center of wisdom, past the throat, our center of communication, down past the heart, our center of love and truth, down past our abdomen, our solar plexus, the center of creativity, center of guidance and truth, past the womb space, center of fertility, past the root of the spine, our center of safety, of security, of groundedness, and then all the way to the tips of the toes. And seeing your body illuminating in this bright and healing yellow light as we prepare for relaxation or sleep. And allowing yourself to be removed from your physical body, becoming the observer of your experience. So in your mind's eye, becoming your spirit floating above yourself in your room. And you look down upon your physical human body and just seeing yourself illuminating with this bright yellow light. Every cell in your body, every pore is radiating and illuminating this bright yellow light. And at this moment, you look like the sun. And just soaking up that peaceful energy, that blissful energy, being fully supported by the ground beneath you. And take a deep inhale in. Exhale to release. One more deep inhale through the nose. Exhale to release. And then keeping the eyes closed, gently pressing yourself onto your favorite side. Top of the hand will connect with the earth in this moment, connecting to the healing, peaceful vibration of the energy of the earth beneath you. Allowing yourself to be held and nurtured by our mother, and allowing her healing and peaceful energy to enter into your mind, your body, and your spirit. And keeping the eyes closed, we'll very, very gently press ourselves back up into a comfortable seated position. We'll place the palms on our lap, facing up in a gesture of receiving. Just taking some deep, nourished breaths, allowing yourself to soak up the deep, peaceful energy of peace and presence. Knowing that this blissful energy of peace is accessible to you at any time. Simply by closing the eyes, bringing the awareness within, and finding peace and stillness, focusing on your breath, connecting to your center of truth, connecting to the center of love within your heart. And repeating the affirmation, I am at peace. And so it is. Namaste. So for those of you who are headed to bed, I encourage you to go very gently into your sleep, into your bed in this moment, and enjoy that beautiful energy and let it guide you into a deep and restful night of sleep. Sending you all lots of love. Namaste.